Hello everyone, it is Susie and welcome back to the channel. I have a really fun paper that I played with these past couple of weeks. And I wanted to try something a little bit new with the paper pad. So what I did, and I may do this from now on when I use a paper pad and I buy some of the ephemera and stuff, it worked out so well for me. What I did was here's what I bought. I bought a paper pad, a sticker sheet, an ephemera pack, and some rub-ons. But what I did was, the paper came with 3 sets of 6 papers. So there was 18 papers in this pack. So what I did was I took those 3 sets and I gave myself 6 sheets of paper, 6 sheets of paper, and 6 sheets of paper. So I wanted to make myself 3 sets of everything. And as I made a journal, I wanted to just be able to use one set that I had packed up. So I'll insert a picture of how I cut apart my sticker sheet. I didn't cut apart the rub-on sheet. I actually came by it a few days later after I'd already photoed my little sets that I had made. And so, like I said, I'll insert that picture so that you can see it, how I just packaged them up in 3 different like little kits. So then what I did was I just opened my first one and I went ahead and made my journal. And what I had left over, I tried to make a little notebook out of. So that my goal was to use everything that I had purchased instead of making one thing out of my paper pack and then it gets put up on the shelf or in the closet or whatever. And I probably never pick it up again. And so I was just trying to use everything. And the easiest way for me to do that was to just make myself like 3 little kits. So I did end up with some of it left, and I know there'll be a little bit of a glare. I had some of the stickers left and a few of the ephemera pieces, but not a whole lot. I mean, just not a whole lot left. And but my goal was to use, as much of it as possible instead of throwing it in the closet and, never going back to it and just making one project out of it. So the paper is called Sunshine on My Mind by Graphic 45. This paper was so cute. It just kind of made me smile when I seen it. I was at a scrapbook store and absolutely gorgeous. And I picked it up. Love it. It is so vibrant. Graphic 45, back in my mini album days, and some of you, if you've been with me very long over the years, I used to do nothing but mini albums, and then I kind of got on the junk journals or journals, and so, but Graphic 45 was my very favorite, and then it got to where they were just doing the same old color-based things, it might have just been a different theme, but same colors all the time, and so I just kind of got out of it. I got tired of them, doing different themes, but then really using a same color palette. But they've got out of that somewhat, and this is just gorgeous paper. It is absolutely beautiful. And like I said, it was just a lot of fun. So what I ended up making was I made 2 journals. Of course, I've made my 3 little memo books here. I made 2 little coffee sleeve journals, and then I made some little pieces for an upcoming swap, and I'm going to show you what I've made here. So I think I'll just start with these. Now these are going to the Etsy shop. This will just go in a set of 3. It will be all 3 of these in one lot here. And I am running a sale in the shop. Everything is going to be 25% off, and it will run to the end of May. So if you're needing glassine bags or anything like that, I've even got the onion skin paper on sale. So 25% off till the end of May. Don't need a code. It's just, you have to, though, one restriction is you have to have at least $10 in your cart in order to get the 25% off. So, but other than that, I mean, you can get your 25% off some kind of paper. And I've got all those paper packs in there, the different varieties of paper packs in there, that if you were thinking about that, it would be a good time to go ahead and get it. So here is the little, now these are just the little Pin and Gear notebooks. I forgot how many pages are in here, and I don't think I have another one real close. I'll leave it in the description, or I will insert my little note right here. But I will look and see how many's in there. But they are the Pin and Gear, and each one has a pocket. Now I think this one has a little tuck spot, but the other two actually have this in that. And the only reason was I was running out of big pieces of paper, so this one I decided I would just put this little pocket in. But I did not decorate any of the pages. They're just simply the fronts and the back, and then your little pockets on the inside. And then there'll be this one. But like I said, this, oh, I didn't put anything, but I will. I will put some kind of sticker on there. I thought I had done that. And then I've got the little pocket here. And then we've got the little pocket there. And like I said, I've got extra stickers, so we will do that. We will put a little sticker on those. And then here is this one, and I thought I did, yeah, I did this one. So I put a little thing there. This one's really cute. This was one of the ephemera pieces, and it was so large I really couldn't do anything with it, so I actually put it on this notebook. And then we have this little pocket, and this little pocket, and then here, and I see there might have been a little bit of glue there that you can see, and there is that. But absolutely adorable little notebooks. And like I said, they will be in the Etsy shop, and they will be in a set of 3. All right, so I'll show you my little ephemera pieces. Now, this is for an upcoming swap that I'm doing in Sophie's Notes, and it was a trash to treasure. So everything you used had to be kind of like packaging, or something that's reusable. Something you got in the mail that you can alter. So it was called Trash to Treasure. This here, I just used half of that coffee sleeve, and it's a belly band. They can glue it down in a journal, and then I just added some of these little tags here. So that is a coffee sleeve, and then this was absolutely so cute. This was a paper clip. I actually used one of the paint swatches on this. That looks like we made the little houses out of quite some time back, that I had caught a video on where you made a little journal, the little mini journal out of these. But this is a paper clip, is what it is. So adorable. And anyway, I used one of the big clips on it. But how cute is that little house? And like I said, it was a paint chip is what it was. I actually used 2, one for the front and one for the back, and one to hide my other piece of paper clip there. Life is sweet, so cute. And then this is an envelope, just a white envelope. That was in the mail. And I have made a little tag here that just goes in it. This here is just a piece of packaging. I believe this is from your creative studio. Or, yeah, your creative studio. I had to think a minute. And anyway, this was just a round tag that came off of a bag, and I altered it. And it just sits in the pocket. Here's another square paint chip that I just made a tag out of. And then I made this little... this is also from your creative studio, just one of the packaging that probably a stamp came in, and I altered it just for a little a little envelope. So that is for a swap. That is a trash to treasure swap that I used my paper on. All right, so let's start with the little coffee sleeve journals. Now these coffee sleeve journals, I cannot remember who it was I got the inspiration from. It had been several years ago that I made them. So what I'll do is I'll try to find those videos and link in the description box because I cannot remember. And here is, I just used some craft tissue is what I did to put here. And I cut out some of these little shapes, like the little triangles and things. I thought they would be kind of cute because they almost remind you of a piece of watermelon. So anyway, that's kind of fun. And it says you're one in a melon, which is really cute. And this is just the back side of one of the tags in the collection. And I use some onion skin paper here in this. One of the stickers, smile. And just some of the little cut aparts. Of course, I did my stitching in there. These little things are just so cute. This here is actually some of that Southwest or Southworth paper that I have in, linen paper that I have in the shop. It's got a little bit of a texture to it. And just put some of those little pieces. Like I said, whatever I had left over from my journal is what I made these out of. So, and I think I used like 8 folded sheets or something here in the little book. So anyway, in this one I put a couple of little tags in. This is Easy Peasy Summer Breezy is what it says. And I used some of the little rub-ons on the tags. So that's cute. And then I just tied it up with this kind of oversized little piece of linen here. So there's that one. And then here is this one. Now I will have these, like I said, listed in the Etsy shop. And it may just be listed as, you know, you can kind of tell the difference between them. But this I would probably list like coffee sleeve journal number 1 and coffee sleeve journal number 2 is what I'll probably do with it. But this one here, I actually used a little bit of that Bond onion skin paper is what I used on it for the little overflow there, and just kind of crinkled it up. So this says the best things in life are sweet, and I thought that bicycle was so cute with that watermelon. So cute. And here's the back, and I just did some of the little, you know, cut the little triangles and stuff in it. And here is the front as well. Same thing. I just used the postcards in both the front and the back of it here. You could always just do a little journaling on those. Here I did add some of the vintage paper there to back the little watermelons in. Here's a little rub-on. That's a rub-on, Sunshine on My Mind. There's that. This one I used a little bit of computer paper in. That's one of the little ephemera pieces. This over here is a sticker. Another rub-on. The rub-ons were just adorable. There's that, and I've got a couple of the little stamps, and those are, I believe, the stickers. Another little rub-on in the strawberry, which was absolutely cute. This here's just a little band, and you could journal on the back of that. And then here is another little piece of ephemera, and the little tag there, little cut apart. And there is the back. This was a rub-on. So cute. And so there is that little coffee sleeve journal. Okay. And then this here, I just absolutely loved how both of these came out. So this one here is actually just a gutted notebook. So what I did was I just took this and I simply got to the middle and I cut the stitching out so I could remove this. So that is what I did. And then of course I just tied it with some of that seam binding. And so here is the cover. And this one I did in, both of these I did in black stitching here. But I just used that little sticker on the back, which is so cute. And of course, I did sew this on the machine. So you can see a couple of little holes that I did not get back into from where I gutted the journal. So I think this one I will just call it my favorite summer activity journal is what I'll end up calling it, or my favorite summer or something like that, this one here. But anyway, what I did was I just attached this so that it kind of flipped open and you could journal on that front page. Instead of doing a pocket or something, I just wanted to do something a little different. So that's what I did. And then here is that. I added a little guest check there. Now this is some of the paper that I put back in and came from the notebook. Here, these are stickers, so both of those are. I just put it on that dictionary page, and then I tried to do a little bit of the rub-ons, but you can't hardly see that. It just is such a light green. Added a little sticker there. This here is just a little, you could just journal on it. It just fit perfectly right there. And then this opens, and of course you can journal on it. This one here, I just wanted to make it a little different, a little flip out here and there. And here's some of those rub-ons right there. I took a little paper doily and just strung it across there. Here I added one of these little bags. Now you can get these bags at Walmart. They're not very expensive. I think they might be like $2.97. They're in the baking section, I believe, is where I picked them up at. And of course they'll have that little window. But this here I just kind of made a little booklet, kind of flip up booklet here. And I just tried to use some of the paper that I had gutted out of the book. And so I wanted that to sit in there, and you got the picture of it through the window. You just got a little peek of it through the window. And this is just from the ephemera pack. And then stickers, a little booklet. And I just made a little pocket out of this ephemera piece. But I just think this paper is just so adorable. Absolutely adorable. And there is that little booklet there. I haven't used my seam binding in forever and really stitched it in a journal. So this one here, it actually just flips out long. And I added a little sticker sheet there, a little strawberry. And then, of course, that's just one of the cutouts. This here, I was afraid that it would pull through. Sometimes when you sew, it does look like it's going to pull through. So I just added a piece of masking tape there. Add a little piece of those ripped out holes there from some kind of paper I had. And here is another little booklet. And I've just added, I did dig out, like I said, some of my little guest checks. I haven't used in a long time either. Dug them out. Oh, and there is the front. Oh, I did use a little recipe kind of behind that. And this is just the flap. I didn't put anything on it. That's just a little bit of the flap from that bag with the window on it. And here is just a little rub-on butterfly. Here is just a little belly band, and this is a butterfly, but you can barely see it. It's so faint. It was a little rub-on. And it's just a few pieces of little paper there to journal on. And then this here opens up. And you can journal on the back here. Use some more of that little recipe out of a recipe book there. And then here is dictionary page. Just added that little tag on there. Another doily, another paper doily, and I just added the two little rub-ons tag there. And then the back is the same way. I simply have it where you can open it up and you can journal on it. A little bit of rub-on there, and then just decorated. So anyway, there is that. And like I said, I will just put this like my favorite summer journal. Okay, and then this one here. And I really like the way this one came out. I don't know. I just like it because of it being more like a, you know, like the traveler's notebook style. And this here has a pocket. And I love this watermelon paper. It is so fun. Anyway, I put a little booklet on here. Those are rub-ons and stickers. And there is that. And it just sits in this pocket. And then here is the front. You can journal there. And rub on there. It says summer days. Little music sheet there. Here I added just like this was a file folder, yeah, that I had used for my swap project because we had to make a little folder pocket. And so what I did is I just decided to use that and use it for the little journaling pad. And then I added a little sheet of, this is just some vintage paper. Smiles for Miles is what that says. Another rub-on. I used some computer paper in this, and this is one of the big ephemera pieces, and I just added a couple of little tags, and I did put some embroidery thread on this in the green and the pink. I just thought it'd be fun to kind of mix that up a little bit. Here I used another piece of a file folder, and I did do rub-ons on the little tags. And then this actually is just a place to journal. Right here, you could just fill up this all for journaling. I didn't put any of the little papers in it to make like a, you know, another booklet. I just thought that would be fun as a just a journal spot. And then setting that little belly band. So let's get this put back together. And then here's a little bag, and I did make like one of those little tried to make it like a flower with the embroidery floss. And anyway, just a little notebook. Cut down some of the center of those one tags to make them little. Oops, I think this got glue on it. Yep, and I see a piece of paper there that stayed on. So that goes in the little bag pocket there. This is another rub-on. It says, "You're so sweet." And then this comes out like this, and this is just a trifold little place to journal. And I used embroidery thread also to bind the book with. There's that bicycle. This is one of the pieces out of the notebook, and this one is a perforated a perforated page. And then here is, I just folded this in fours here. And of course you could journal 4 places or just journal all over it. And then of course the back is blank. And so there is that. This is some vintage paper here as well. Here I just made a little pocket out of one of the ephemera pieces and then used that embroidery floss. This is a rub-on right here. I just think the rub-ons look so nice on dictionary page. They just do. They just seem to pop. And then here is just a little booklet. So, and I used the white paper from the little pin and gear to do it. And then this is the other piece of that vintage paper there, ordering, or invoice, I guess is what you call it. Here I just added that to that little piece of ephemera. Here, this is a pocket. I didn't slip anything in it, but you could. And then here is the back, and it has the large pocket as well. Oh no, this actually comes out. I just remembered that. I had actually made this for the cover first, and then I didn't want this on the front. I actually wanted this, so I just made another one, and I thought I'll just keep this because you could slip anything you wanted in that pocket, or you can turn around and slip something in this pocket. So, and I just thought I'll just put that in the back of the book. And then here is the back, and of course here is another pocket for you to put something in if you want to. So there are my projects using my one paper pad, and then my little stickers and rub-ons and ephemera piece pack. So if I had done it the other way and I had not packaged that out into the 3 separate little kits, I would have never used this much paper. I would have simply just taken it, put it in all one little package there, and it would have went in the closet and it would have been forgotten about. So I was very, very happy, and like I said, I will do that again. I just know I will when I have the paper pack. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, 25% off in the shop. If you need anything, be a good time to go get it. And anyway, I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.